What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Storm Silver. This is episode number 45, and in the last episode, we got the power back up and running over at the power plant, so the magnet train will be back up and running, and we finally got Misty to go back to her gym. Finally figured that little fiasco out, so we're ready to take on the Cerulean Gym. In this episode, we'll probably get to do more than that unless we really get caught up in there in a really long battle or something. Anyway, before we get started today, just a friendly little reminder in case you guys haven't done so already and you would like to show some support to the channel and the series and all that fun stuff. Just, you know, it only takes a couple seconds to click that thumbs up button right below this video. That helps out a lot when you guys do that, or you can leave a comment down below with your thoughts or a suggestion, or to tell me that I eat poop for breakfast if you really feel the need to point out the obvious. But anyway, we're gonna just go ahead and take on the gym, Glub. First, come at me. Or come and get me. I don't know what he said. He said something to that effect. I was more concerned with why he was acting like a fish. Sailor Parker. Oh look, Whiscash is the first freaking Pokemon to start off the gym. Awesome. I don't like Whiscash. I do not like Whiscash. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get control of our emotions, and I guess Kirby or Carrasco. Kirby or Carrasco. We'll send out Carrasco. We'll let him try to just tame this fishy mudfish, whatever it is supposed to be. There's the EQ. I guess I could have sent out Kirby because the EQ is pretty obvious. But I don't think 2 Plucks would have done the trick. That did absolutely no damage. Wow, okay, I don't know what I was afraid of. I thought Whiscash would have a little bit more power behind it, but I guess not. I guess not. And he did not take that waterfall very well. Oh, that has to be crit. That has to be a critical hit. Roman helping us out from the sidelines here, taking out the Whiscash. And Carrasco is going to grow up to level 60. We should be in an okay position to take on the gym as far as, you know, levels are concerned. Kingdra, we could leave Carrasco out, but I don't want to. I'll throw out Alex for this one. He should be able to take water or dragon type moves. I don't think Kingdra has anything that would be super effective on a Glaceon. Really, just, I don't see that coming. So we'll go ahead and go for an Ice Beam, and that, I don't know if that'll kill, but it should do a solid amount. It should definitely be a 2-hit KO. I mean, Kingdra has some good natural bulk, but wow, that did a lot. And we get the freeze. The Hacks is on our side today, ladies and gents. Right off the bat, a critical hit and a freeze. And somehow Kingdra outsped this time. It must be a speed tie. Unless he was just going for a negative priority move the last turn. Like Roar? Does Kingdra get Roar? And would you be carrying Roar and roaring out a Glaceon? I don't know. But either way, Alex is growing up to level 60. Corsola. Okay, we're locked into Ice Beam. We do not want to be locked into Ice Beam against Corsola. Let's see. I guess our best bet here is to go out into Blast. I mean, we could have gone out into Lin as well, but Corsola actually has really good defenses. I don't trust an Aura-Sphere to be able to take it out in one hit. So, and in fact, I'm not even really trusting that a Spark will take it out in one hit. It should be a 2-hit KO, but I'm not really afraid of anything that it wants to go for if it has, like, Stone Edge or something. I'm fine with that. Lin, on the other hand, I don't want it taking Stone Edges or Waterfalls. And we get the Paralysis as we take this Corsola down to about, I don't know, 15% of its remaining HP. Oh, it's packing the Earth Power. That is a little scary. We'll see how much that does. It's not Stab. It still does about a solid 50%. We'll nail this with a Strength to finish it off. But that did a lot of damage. For a non-stab move, that is actually kind of surprising coming off of a Corsola. Ludicolo, okay. All these water-type Pokemon, and hardly any of them are weak against electric. They're all weak against grass and other things. Ludicolo is weak to flying, though, so we can come in with Kirby. And a Pluck will hit it on its weaker physically defensive side, so we should be okay to take it out there. And it'll be a good time. Yep, and that's a one-shot, another critical hit. I think that one was meaningless. Pretty sure that would have taken out the Ludicolo anyway, but it's just, as I always say, it's about the principle. This can't be. It can be. That's what you get for acting like a goldfish. We need to use a potion. I don't feel like going back to heal just yet. So we bought all of these like lemonades and things, all these specialty drinks over at Mount Moon, so we're gonna put it to good use and actually use it, you know, get our money's worth out of it. How do I... Okay, I guess I'm battling you. I guess that's just what's happening here. I've been relaxing poolside, so I've got enough strength. Well, okay. Well, okay then. You are challenged by Sailor Eddie, and he's got an Azumarill, level 58. I guess we're gonna hop in the pool and get some more experience with those swimmers that are in there as well. We can go for a Spark. Have to remember that Azumarill does not have its fairy typing in this game, so I don't have to worry about not going for Crunch. Because I don't know that this Spark will kill. Azumarill has good bulk. Okay, never mind. And that's not even a critical hit, and it's a one-shot. I can never seem to predict these things. I really can't. Poliwrath. We could send in Kirby for this, but... Oh, I probably should have because it's fighting type, and I'm dark. I forgot about my darkness. I don't know how I could forget about that, but I did. But oh well, we're just gonna go for a Spark and hope that we don't get hit with like a Dynamic Punch or something, because this shouldn't kill. Comes close though. Oh, it is a Dynamic Punch. Oh dear. That is a one-shot. There's no way. Blast's defenses are not good. What? How did that not kill? I can't predict these things. Don't listen to me. Just watch. Just watch and don't listen to anything I have to say, because it never makes sense, and I'm never right about anything. Alright, we're going into Kirby here, because we're confused, and I don't trust Blast to actually hit anything. So, yeah. Poliwrath is going to go for Dynamic Punch again and connect a second time in a row. It's a 50% accuracy move. I don't like this. That doesn't quite do half, so we should still be okay to go for a nice quick attack here. We need Kirby to actually attack. Yes, breaking through the confusion, and that is going to be a dead Poliwrath. Another critical hit! How many total moves have we gone for? 10 maybe? And what, 3 or 4 of them have been critical hits? Octillery's next. Octillery's defenses are bad. I will take my chances with Blast being able to KO it in one hit. It's also fairly slow, and that's why it's not used a lot competitively, because slow and frail don't really mix very well together at all. So we'll go for the Spark, and it's only level 58, so that doesn't scare me too much. This should be a one-shot. It better be. We need it to be. Yep, there we go. Octillery going down. Blast is going to get some more experience, which is always good. And he lives to see another day. As Mantine is coming out, we can leave him out for that as well. We can easily take on a Mantine unless this thing is just freaky fast, which it is not. And this is going to be 4 times super effective. I do not see this Mantine living this. I know the last time I said that, the Pokemon survived, but for real this time, another critical hit! Most of these have been meaningless, but jeez. I would say that I've never seen so many critical hits in such a small period of time, but if you have been watching this series for any length of time, you will know that I would be lying if I said that. Alright, let's pull out a Hyper Potion because Blast needs a lot of recovery after that. And we will use our lemonades on Kirby. We can actually use something like fresh water, maybe? Yeah, that should be enough for Carrasco. There we go, getting him back up to full health. And now it's time to hop in the pool, because we have to hop in the pool, because our way to the back part of the gym is blocked. We could cheat and leave, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, swimming isn't just about speed, it's also about the beauty of grace. Well then. Well then. Swimmer Joy. Cloyster leading things off, level 58. Cloyster can usually take physical attacks pretty well. I'm still going to stay in and just go for a Spark here. I don't think that Cloyster gets anything that would hit me super effectively that I can think of off the top of my head. And that's still a solid 2-hit KO, so we're in good shape here as he opts to set up the spikes, going for the entry hazards. Now that is interesting, but I'm still just going to go for Spark, and that's going to be a dead Cloyster. We didn't take any damage. Now we might if we have to switch and, you know, take some entry hazard damage or whatever, but still, that's pretty darn good because Cloyster can be dangerous. Picking up another level there. Blast is growing up to level 60. The barrel, I'm pretty sure we can just stay out on that. Normal and water is the typing. I guess we could have went into, or could have gone into, let me use correct English. We could have gone into Kirby for a close combat, but I think Spark would probably be the best choice. And that is another critical hit! And that one may have mattered because the barrel has decent HP. Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. Relicanth. Rock, water. I don't have any grass type moves other than cut, and that's not gonna cut it. Haha! See what I did there? The cut is not gonna cut it with Roman. I guess we're staying in. We are staying in. These things can carry the Earthquake, or you could just pull out the Head Smash with the Rock Head, and it's a stab move, and it would do a butt ton of damage, and it would just make for a sad day for me. We get the paralysis. Maybe we'll get a Power Hacks here. What is happening? Dive? Is that what this is? Is that what you're trying to pull? Dive? I don't know how I feel about that. I'll go for Crunch, I guess. It's not gonna matter. There comes the dive, and we'll see how much this does. Probably a solid amount. It's a stab move. Okay, another critical hit. I'm not even surprised. I believe that we may be looking at a 50% critical hit ratio at this point. With all of the moves that were used in this episode and the crits that we've seen, I lost track. Have we seen 6 or 7? In a total of 2. Another critical hit! What is happening? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me what is happening. My blood pressure is at an unhealthy level right now because of all of these, even though most of them have been against my opponents. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think now it's gotten to the point where I've never seen this before. We'll go for Spark here as Floatzel does outspeed us, but opts to go for the not very effective Crunch. He does get the D drop, but Spark should kill because Floatzel is not very bulky at all, and we may be looking at only doing this gym in this episode with the way this is going. I didn't realize there were so many trainers in here. I guess I should have thought of that. But anyway, not that it matters. As long as we have a fun episode, that's all that matters, and this was definitely an interesting one, and we have 2 more trainers to fight before we get up to Misty over there. Lemonade, there we go. Pull that out, give Blast some recovery action, and we'll go battle you next. And then we'll go back to the beginning to go against the other person, the other swimmer in the first pool, because I would like the experience. I really would. Alright, so she's got 4 Pokemon she's starting off with. Seeking, level 57. Pure Water type, of course, so unless it was changed in this hack and I'm just drawing a blank here. We will need to go back to the Pokemon Center, though, because I'm running out of Sparks already. We only have 8 left. And we definitely want to have as many Sparks as possible for the battle with Misty, because I'm pretty sure she has a Gyarados. And we're going to want to spark that thing. Seeking goes down in 1 hit. That's not really that much of a surprise. Wailord. Can anybody else take Wailord on? Can anybody else do that? Does it really matter? I don't know if it does. We'll send in Alex. We'll let Alex get some screen time here. He can go for some Earth Powers. He's only barely at level 60, so he can use the experience. I know Wailord has a ridiculous amount of HP, so we have that to contend with. But I'm pretty sure with the choice specs that we can get this to be a 2-hit KO because it has like dual base 40 defenses, I think, which is kind of pitiful. And yeah, that's definitely a 2-hit KO. Is that another critical hit? It is not a critical hit. Special D drop, that's going to be actually somewhat useful, maybe? I don't know. I don't think it would have mattered even at +2. Unfortunately, our Earth Power is losing PP at a rapid rate because of pressure. But I don't think we're going to be using it that often, so that's kind of pointless. Unless we see Lantern. Pelipper. Let's see. I guess Blast would be the best choice for that. Because, you know, it's water flying, 4 times weak to electricity. We have to take advantage of these things. I mean, we don't have to, but it's a good idea to. Go for Spark. No way that Pelipper is surviving that. I'm a little surprised that Pelipper didn't outspeed us, but it's only at level 57, and we have definitely caught up to the trainers, that's for sure. Another critical hit. Poor Pelipper. That was just adding insult to injury. Kicking him when he was down. There was no way he was going to survive that, and then you just have to go and crit him just to make him feel bad about everything that's going on in his life. Sharpedo, we can send out Kirby for this. Close combat should be enough to one-shot it. Should be, because it's super effective, it's choice banded, and Sharpedo is frail as can be. Its defensive stats are absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. And yeah, there we go. Sharpedo goes down, our defenses drop, but that obviously is meaningless. We get hurt by the rough skin, but I don't think that's going to matter much either. You're not nervous at all, cool and confident. Yep, that's us, cool and confident, how'd you know? Alright, let's go battle this person and call it a day, basically. Well, not call it a day, but we need to go back to the Pokemon Center. That's what I meant to say. We'll leave Lynn out in the front for this. Let her get some experience going, because why not? We don't want Blast to be over leveled, because then we won't see him for the next like 3 episodes straight. Sorry about being away, let's get on with it. Yeah, where were all you guys? Y'all just left this gym out to dry. Kingler, which has a terrible special defense stat, which means that Lynn is going to have a good day here. We can go for Psychic, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be a one-shot. I don't see Kingler being able to survive that, and we can move on. On to bigger and better things. Yep, down goes the Kingler. Should get some nice experience from that. 2,559. Gyarados. I think our best bet is to just go into Blast. Even with the Intimidate, I think that a Spark would be enough. I would think. You would think that Spark, you know, being 4 times super effective, boosted by Magnet, boosted by Stab, and we're 3 levels higher. There's the Intimidate. Let's go for it. We're going straight for the throat on this Gyarados. Now, I have no idea what to expect from Misty. I know in the original game she had the likes of Lapras, Gyarados, Golduck, I believe, maybe a Ludicolo, something along those lines. So maybe some of those Pokemon will return, I don't know. Dugong. Alright. Alright, I don't know if Dugong gets Thick Fat, but I kind of want to just send Roman out to give it an eruption. Because Roman could use some experience. He's starting to lag a little bit behind because of all these water-type Pokemon that have been on the scene here. Go for the eruption and hope that you don't have Thick Fat. You have to have, like, hydration, right? That's what you want. You want to have hydration. You don't want to have status conditions when it's raining. Okay, that's definitely Thick Fat, and he goes for Safeguard, thankfully. So I guess we're going for T-Punch, and hoping that that can finish him off from there. It might be close. Dugong's not the bulkiest thing in the world. And it does! Roman taking out Dugong in 2 hits. That is what I like to see. It's pretty impressive. Pretty darn impressive. Slowking is next. Blast would be a good choice there. Trying to see who else can get in on the action. Really nobody. Slowking is a bulky sack of something else. Sack of potatoes. There. Sack of potatoes. There you go. That works. It's kind of lame, but it works. We can go for a crunch here because it's more powerful in this case, because both of our stabs are super effective. I don't know if this will be a one-shot. Maybe it will. It is. And it's not a critical hit. How often do you see Slowking go down in 1 hit from full health like that? Not very often is the answer. Didn't even give you a chance to answer. That was kind of rude. I'm rude today. Alright, we need to go back and heal. And then it's time to go ahead and battle Misty. And at that point, it should definitely be enough for an episode. Because We've been recording for maybe 20 minutes? 15, 20 minutes? So we battle Misty. It should be a decently long episode. Alright, who do we want to be out in the front? Who is she gonna lead off with? I have no idea. But I think I just want to lead off with Blast, regardless. So I think that's what I'll do. Alright, here we go. I was expecting you, you pest. You may have a lot of Johto Gym badges, but you'd better not take me too lightly. My Water-type Pokemon are tough. Well, we'll be the judge of that. Here we go. It's time for Gym Battle number 10 against Misty. And she's starting off with Politoed. Is this going to have Drizzle? It does have Drizzle, so she's setting up that rain early. And remember, this is 4th gen, so it's perma rain. It will be raining through the entire episode. Or, yeah, the entire episode. Oh, dear. The entire battle. Powering up all of her Water-type moves. That's a bit frightening. In fact, I don't know if we're even going to make it past this Politoed with Blast. Because we're not going to take it out in one hit. It's too bulky to die from a Spark unless we get a critical hit. Hydro Pump, if it connects, I think just kills us. In the rain. Oh my gosh. Blast, we needed you for this battle. What did I do? Why did I do this? Come on. Yes. Oh wow, we actually took that. Somehow, in the rain, a Hydro Pump. Now that's impressive. I'll go for a Spark again. I was half expecting her to go for a full restore there, but she decided not to do that. Do they only do it if it's in the red zone? Or does she really just not care about her Politoed? I have a hard time believing that she doesn't care about it. Rain continues to fall. We're going to be seeing that all battle long. Lantern. Alright, for this, I will bring out Alex. This is going to be a tough battle, because most of these Pokemon are not going to go down in one hit. And if they're firing off stab Water-type moves in the rain, that's just a disaster. I have no way to change the weather. I didn't even think about that. But we are going to go for the Earth Power here with Alex. We do outspeed this Lantern, which I guess I sound surprised every time Alex outspeeds something, but it's a Lantern. It's really not that quick. That did a lot of damage. He's going to fire off a Surf, and we'll see how much that does. Wow, still over half to Alex. Of all things, Alex is bulky. We're going to get rid of this Lantern, but we're a bit weakened already. Alex is at 50% of his HP, and Blast obviously is not going to be taking any more hits as we get a meaningless critical hit. Yet another critical hit on the Lantern to finish it off. So we're up 2 Pokemon, but things aren't looking too optimistic. Lapras. I kind of want to just send out Kirby and start close combating. But there's no way it's going to one-shot. Absolutely no way whatsoever. I guess we're going to do it and hope that there is no Ludicolo on this team. Which I don't know how smart that is, but that's what we're going to do. Because I feel like this Lapras is so bulky that, like, she's gonna take out one of our Pokemon. We just have to decide which one that we want to go down. So I'll go for a close combat here. That should do over 50%. And if we're lucky, even with a defense drop, an Ice Beam won't kill. Or she'll go for Blizzard and miss. Or, oh wow, that was so close. That was incredibly close. Here comes the Ice Beam. We're at -1 special defense. Stab. I mean, it doesn't get boosted by rain or anything, but ouch, 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 ouch. Nope, we're not taking that. Poor Kirby, down from full health. Rain continues to fall. Now she will probably use a full restore, which is not very promising. I'll admit that much. It is not very promising at all. We could take this opportunity to heal up Blast. Just send him in and use a Hyper Potion on the same turn that she does whatever she's gonna do. Or I don't have any setup Pokemon. I have nothing with Swords Dance or anything. We could just go in with Lyn and start firing off some Aura Spheres. And hope that Aura Sphere is a 2-hit KO. Alright, let's give that a try. We're going to send Lynn in and hope that we can two-shot with Aura Sphere. If we can't, we're in trouble. I mean, Lynn will probably be able to take a hit from Lapras, I would think, because we're not incredibly frail on the special side. We don't have a lot of HP to work with, but our base special defense is around 90, I think. Somewhere in that vicinity. Alright, so there's the Aura Sphere, and that is looking like a 2-hit KO, as she did go for the full restore, so I believe she is out now, because gym leaders seem to only have one recovery item. So there's the Aura Sphere. We need to not get min damage on this. We definitely need to not get min damage on this. There we go. Down goes the Lapras. This turned out to be not too much of a problem, though it did take out Kirby. And Kirby really didn't get to do a whole lot. She came dangerously close to one-shotting it with a close combat, though. Starmie is next. And Blast will not outspeed. That is pretty much certain. Now, we could go into Carrasco because we resist the water, but we don't resist Psychic, and that's a bit of an issue. Decisions, decisions, decisions. I don't think Dragon Pulse would be a two-shot, so I think we're actually better off staying out here with Lynn and going for the Shadow Balls. Level 62! Oh dear, this scares me. We do outspeed still, thankfully. I'm hoping this is not a speed tie, or that could be a disaster coming up the next turn. But we do get a Shadow Ball off. That does a lot of damage, about 80%, and we get the special D drop in case this is carrying a Citrus Berry, which it is, which I guess it wouldn't matter that much. We'd still be able to kill it, judging by that damage. If anything, this just takes it out of range where she would want to heal it up, and Hydro Pump misses. We needed that, because I don't think that was going to kill, but it was going to do a lot of damage, and we're able to get rid of her strongest and highest level Pokemon, her ace, without taking any damage whatsoever. Another meaningless critical hit. I have no idea what the tally is for critical hits in general, but there's been, like, I don't know, what, 75% of them have been completely meaningless? Something along those lines. We're definitely in the double digits as far as critical hits in this episode, that's for sure. Vaporeon is next. Blast did take one out in one shot earlier on. But she has one more Pokemon, and if it's Gyarados, I want Blast for it. I really do. So you know what? I'm gonna stay out here with Lynn. And we will just spam Psychic until we go down. Surely it'll be a two-shot. Because I know Vaporeon has a ridiculous amount of HP and has decent special defense, but this is Alakazam. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Here comes the Surf. This is gonna hurt. Because it is raining. Ugh. Take it. Take it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So we at least can get another hit off before going down. And then we can come in with anyone, really, to clean up this Vaporeon. I think I'll bring in Roman, since he needs experience more than everyone else. Oh yes, the Shell Bell! But Surf is still going to finish us off here. There's no reason to not go for Surf at this point, because it pretty much poops on my entire team except for Carrasco. Yeah, alright, rain is still falling. I should get rid of Cut on Roman and teach him Sunny Day or something. I don't know. Alright, let's go for a T-Punch to finish him off. Oh, you do have another full restore. Why didn't Brock use another full restore? Or is Brock silly and only has one? Well, this isn't good. Roman is going to go down here. There's no way that Thunder Punch is going to be a 2-hit KO. Unless we get a critical hit. Wow, that was actually close. That did as much as Psychic did, pretty much. If we get max damage, we might actually take it out here. Let's go for it. Come on, Roman. You know you want to pick up a kill on a Vaporeon in a gym battle. No, never mind. Alright, here's the Surf. Roman's going to go down. And I hope that, that Misty is not going to go for another full restore. She's used 2 already. Poor Roman. He did not deserve to take that hit. He really did not. Yes, I know rain continues to fall, and I guess... Would Alex outspeed? I would think it would. So we'll send out Alex for this. If Alex goes down, I guess we're going to be in some trouble. But I will go for Earth Power here. No more full restores. Vaporeon is going to go down. And Misty is down to her final Pokemon. We already saw her Ace go down, so I'm not sure what this final one is going to be. Find out in a second here. Gyarados, I hope, because Spark should one-shot that. No, Golduck. Okay, she still has her Golduck. So we're going to send out Blast, and we'll let him Spark it, and then go down if the Golduck survives it. And then we should be able to clean up afterwards. So this match is pretty much in the bag here. I don't want to say anything for sure, of course. Spark it is. Blast is outspeeding a Golduck, which is always good. And we'll see how much this does here. I'm hopeful. This might be a one-shot. It's possible. And no, not quite. But we do get the paralysis. And unfortunately, the Golduck does break through that. He's going to go for an Ice Beam, and that will finish off good old Blast here. But he definitely put in a lot of work throughout this entire gym. For sure. Alright. We'll send out Carrasco to get the final blow here. We could have sent out Alex. It doesn't really matter. Looks like you're not just someone who gets in the way. Well, how about that? Another full restore! So why in the world did Brock not use extra full restores? How many do you have? That's not good for us. That is not good for us at all. Because that did not do anywhere near as much damage as I needed it to do. Maybe Waterfall will do more just because it's raining. I mean, no, Dragon Pulse gets stabbed. I mean, Waterfall does too, but... No, Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse is the way to go. I mean, I know Waterfall hits with our more powerful physical attack, but I just don't trust it. Okay, you're just gonna go for Toxic, so I guess I shouldn't be too afraid. This Golduck is not that dangerous. It's not gonna go for Hydro Pump or Surf or anything like that because obviously that's quad resisted, so the only things that it has to hit us with would be Ice Beam and Toxic. Which is fine, because we can just continually spam Dragon Pulse, and this should take out the Golduck. Yes, finally! That is going to do it, and we have our 10th gym badge of the game. That's right, we're in double digits now, with 6 remaining. You really are good. I'll admit that you are skilled. Here you go, it's the Cascade badge. That'll fit nicely in our collection. That much is for certain. Here's another memento from this battle. Take it. TM03, which I believe is Water Pulse. It contains the move Water Pulse. It can sometimes confuse your foe. You've managed to defeat trainers all the way from Johto. I'm sure you have a good use for it. And just to make sure you aren't a pest, I'll give you my number. Didn't we already get the TM for Water Pulse? We had to because Alex knows it. So that's interesting. Alright, well, we have our second badge here in Kanto, or 10th overall. We can go ahead and go back to the Pokemon Center. I know, Mom, you bought us all kinds of stuff. I don't care. We're going to heal up, and I think our next destination is to head back to... what is it? Vermilion City to take on the Cerulean Gym and Lieutenant Surge. So I'm pretty sure that is the next thing that we are supposed to be doing, or at the very least it should be available now, unless I missed something. But that's what we're going to do next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please make sure you're leaving a like rating or a comment or whatever you would like to do. And I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.